Hello everyone, it is Friday today. Woo! We made it to the end of the week. Well done. We've completed our first few days of home learning again, and we've just got a few more to go. So keep up the good work, and after today, you have got 2 days to enjoy some time at home. So let's get going then with our learning today. You will need your comprehension workbook. Working through this now for the past few days, and you will also need your whiteboard pen, and your lined paper exercise book as well for today. We've got lots of nice activities today, but before we get started, I just want to say a big well done and show you some of my wow work for the week. So let's have a look who's on my wow board today. A lot of children that have sent me wow work this week. So let's start with Chase. Chase, you wowed me this week because I could see that you were trying really hard with your letter size, your letter formation, and keeping your letters on the line, even in your workbook, which can be quite tricky. So well done. You also answered my questions as well, and I knew that Mum would be the one who cooks for you because you always tell me that she cooks lovely food for you. Violet, I'm really impressed with your work. Your handwriting is coming on beautifully, so well done. And I enjoyed your answer as well. And in your house, Violet, you said that Taylor gets up first, and that really shocked me because normally boys like to stay in bed. So I was very surprised that Taylor is the early bird and he's awake first. So thank you for sharing your answers with me, Violet. My next star on my wow workboard is Callum. Callum, you've completed all of my comprehension tasks, which is fantastic. And I can see how hard you have tried with your handwriting. I can see how hard you have tried answering my questions as well and finishing my sentences, which is brilliant. I want you to bring that super work attitude back into school with you because it is amazing. So well done. Theo, I've chosen you because I can see how hard you have been working with your letter formation. Really well done. And your mummy has told me as well that you have been practicing getting all of your letters the right way round. So excellent effort for you, Theo. Keep it up. And Fern, wow, I love the fact that you have tried to remember all of the names of the children in your class and write them in a big list. And I can see that you have done that independently as well, which means all by yourself. So a really big round of applause for you all on my wow workboard today. Now I couldn't fit everybody on, so as always, I've just chosen some special stars today, and then we'll do the same on Monday and next week as well. So please keep sending me your work in. Right then, let's get ready for our activity. We need our whiteboard. We need our whiteboard pen, okay? And on the board in a minute, we are going to see some of our high frequency words. Now, what I want you to do is when you see them, shout them out. We're going to try and read them by sight, and we're going to write them on our whiteboard as well, okay? So let's get ready for the first one. Shout it out. But, well done. It is a tricky word, but. High frequency word, but. So write it down on your whiteboard. Nice and quick. Thinking about your formation. But. Well done. And you can see on my screen that our high frequency word has got a very nice furry friend next to it. I told you, didn't I, that at the beginning when we saw our dogs on our comprehension workbook that I was going to make sure I included them in our activities today. So the first little puppy, his high frequency word is but. Well done. Ready for the next one? Clean your board if you need to, or if you've got space, you can write it on so you've got them all together. Ready? Okay, shout it out. This one's a little trickier. Can you remember it from this week? 4. Well done. Or 4. And this little doggy, his high frequency word is 4, and he looks a bit like this because he's thinking, how am I going to write that correctly? He's thinking, I'm going to practice. So let's practice together now on our boards. Or, f, o, and if your f doesn't look like mine, it isn't the best that you can do, pause the screen and practice, and that's okay. And you can do as many all over your whiteboard as you need to. Fill your whiteboard with the sound if you find it tricky to write, okay? So the next little doggy, his high frequency word is 4. Well done. Moving on then. Number 3. Oh, look at this little doggy. What's this little doggy's high frequency word? Shout it to me. 1, 2, 3. Was. Well done. Another tricky one today. Was. Writing it on your board. And remember, trying to write our lead strokes and our hooks on all of our letters, okay? Because this will help us when we come to join up our writing. Was. Was. Well done. Practicing on your board. Remember, if you need a bit more time, you can pause. That's fine. And the next one. I wonder what doggy's going to be next. Let's have a little look. Ready? Oh, look at that doggy. He's nice and fluffy. He's got sticky up ears just like my dog. Okay. And this doggy's high frequency word, it's also a tricky word, is my. Well done. M and y. And it makes the tricky word my. Practicing it on your board. Don't forget your curly tail that goes underneath the line. Can you write it more than once on your whiteboard? How many times can you write it? Okay. Well done. Brilliant job. And last one. Oh, look at this one. And this doggy's high frequency word, shout it to me, is brilliant. And we've been working really hard on this high frequency word. And I think that we all know this one now by sight. So well done. Writing this on your board. Does your board look like mine? Tricky word, high frequency word, is. Is. Well done. Okay. I think our doggies today helped us to practice our high frequency words, didn't they? Now they've given me a little bit of a challenge. So in your lined workbook now, you're going to write the date. That's the first thing we always do, isn't it? When we go onto a new page in our book, when we start a new activity, we write the date. And today's date is Friday, the 26th of March. Now I'm going to show you my workbook so you can have a go at getting yours ready. Friday, the 26th of March. Okay. So have a go at writing your date first, and then we can have a look at our activities that our cute little puppies have left us to do. Okay. Brilliant. So this little doggy, he says, let's read it together. My high frequency word is. My high frequency word is. What's his high frequency word here? Shout it out for me. My. Well done. So this doggy's high frequency word is my. And we need to put it into a sentence together, okay? So let's have a look and see if we can think of the sentence. So something dog is soft, and so something dog is soft and something. Okay, so we've got two words to fit in here, and one of them has to be our high frequency word my. So let's try and put the word my in the first space in our sentence and see if it makes sense. My dog is soft and I think that makes sense. So now we need to think of something that could end our sentence. So have a look at the dog on the picture and think about something that he looks like. So his appearance, that means what you look like. So the dog is soft and what could we say? Write it down in your book. So you're going to start now in your workbook. I'm going to cover my word up at the end in case you think of something different. And we are going to write our sentence. My dog is soft and then you're going to finish the sentence with a word that you think describes the dog. So you could have a talk to your adult at home first and have a go at describing the dog together, okay? And then you're going to write it in your workbook just like mine. And then we'll have a look and see what the end of your sentence is. Did you get the same word as me? Let's have a look. So pause if you need to and let's have a look. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. So I said, let's get our tricky word. My dog is, and we should know the word is now because it's our high frequency word, so we should know it by sight. My dog is soft, and my word is fluffy. And remember, year one, in the last time we did home learning, I spoke to you about sometimes the y makes an e sound. So when you read the word and it has a y at the end, if it doesn't make sense, you're going to change it to the e sound, and you know then that that will make sense. So it's not going to be fluffier, is it? So if we change that sound to the e sound, fluffy, then we know that that makes much more sense. So my sentence says, my dog is soft and fluffy, and I've written that in my book. Okay. What was the word that you ended your sentence with? Send it to me and I will have a look at what descriptions you used for your dog. Now, we've got one more dog with one more high frequency word. Are we ready? Let's see which doggy it is next. Oh, it's the spotty Dalmatian dog. Okay, now for this sentence, I want you to complete it independently and then send me a picture. Okay, so you're going to start on your next line. So you're going to start on the next line, so miss a line and go down, and you're going to write, let's read it together first so we know what words we're using. Are we ready? The dog. The dog. Now, let's have a look at the doggy's high frequency word. So it says, my high frequency word is. Now, let's have a look. Shout it to me. Is. Well done. So let's go back to our sentence. The dog. Now, do we need to put our high frequency word next? What do you think? The dog is. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? And what could we say the dog is? We could talk about what the dog is doing. We could talk about what the dog looks like, so his appearance. We could talk about where the dog might be going, so we could make up a little story about the dog. I want you to write a sentence about this dog. And remember, we need to add in our high frequency word is. The dog is. What's your sentence going to be? Write it in your workbook and then take a picture so I can see. Brilliant. So once you've done that, we're going to move on now to our next activity. And this activity is going to be very, very similar to the one in your workbook. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so we've got a picture now of our very own park with some dogs in. And you will see that on your activity for the day. It is very, very similar. That means it's almost the same. So in your activity today, you have got a picture of a park with lots of dogs in. And the first thing that we need to do is have a look at the names of the dogs. Because in your activity, you're going to be asked what dog is doing what a dog looks like, or what a dog's name is. So it's really important that we have the names of our dogs so we can answer our questions. So let's read the names of our dogs on our screen together. Nice and loud, make sure you're chopping and blending with me. And we're going to start with the dog who sits on the bench. And his name is Ax. 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 Max. Well done. So the dog that sits on the bench is Max. And he's got big spiky ears, hasn't he? Moving down then, let's go to the doggy with the ball. Nice and loud, sounding it out with me. What's this doggy's name? Ed. Ned. Ned. Well done. Miss Gafari's got a dog that is named Ned too. I wonder if they are brothers. Okay, last dog then is the black dog. Let's have a look at what his name is. Are we ready? Ooh. And you can blend those two letters together to make fl, sh, sh, flash. I wonder if he is quick like lightning, like flashes. Brilliant. So now we know our doggies' names, we are going to move on and have a little look at the sentences about each dog and see if we can match them up to the right name. Okay? So now what I would like you to do is I would like you to get your lined workbook, okay? By now you should have 2 sentences on your lined workbook from our dogs with the high frequency words. And now we are going to write 3 sentences, okay? When you write them, I want you to add sound buttons and I want you to read them. And then once you have read them, you will be able to answer them by putting the name of the dog at the end, okay? So let's do the first one together. So we're going to read it, then we're going to write it, and then we're going to answer it, okay? And I've helped you because I have put our high frequency words that we have been looking at this week in red. So that might help you to think, I know this one by sight. I'm going to shout it out. So we're going to look at sentence number 1 together, okay? So let's get our nice, big, clear reading voices ready. And the first word is my. Well done. My dog. Dog. My dog is. Well done if you shouted that one. My dog is. Ooh, and together these 2 letters make the sound bl, so we can blend those together. Bl, a, k, bl, a, k, black. Now we've chopped it all up, let's blend it back together again. My dog is black. Now, whilst we're thinking of our answer, we're going to write our sentence down in our lined workbook, okay? So leaving a line, you're going to write my dog is black, okay? In your lined workbook, just like Miss James. And then next to the end of your sentence, you're going to write the doggy who is black. So which dog is black? Okay, and you're going to write the dog's name at the end of your sentence. You have 2 more sentences to do, okay? I'm not going to read those 2 sentences with you. I want you to do them independently and see if you can solve all of my dogs and put them in the right place. Once you've done that, take a picture and send it to me. Then, once you've done that, you can get on with your comprehension activity in your workbook. And this is just the same as what we have been looking at together. You have got 5 dogs and 5 sentences. So you need to have a look first at the dogs' names, just like we've just done. Make sure you know their names first. Have a look at what they look like. Have a look at what they are doing. And then when you read the sentences, you will be able to answer them really easily because you are all superstars and we have just done the activity together, haven't we? Brilliant. So have a really good go today at page number 14. We've done it together, so I know you will find this really, really easy. And don't forget, if there are any sounds that you don't know in the sentences, that's fine. Ask an adult to help you. And remember, it's all about comprehension. So it's all about looking, investigating, and then thinking of the answers. That's the most important bit with this activity, okay? So once you've done that, then it's Friday, but that doesn't mean that you're not having a challenge. It's Friday to have a Funky Friday challenge, and I have given you a challenge today, and it says, can you draw your own dog? Can you write a sentence about your dog, and can you give it a name? Now, it might be that you want to draw the doggy that you have at home, that's your pet. So I know what your pet's name is and I know what your pet looks like. If you haven't got a pet or you don't want to draw your pet, you might want to draw your very own dog. And just to give you a little giggle, I have taken some pictures of some really, really funny dogs doing very silly things, just to make us laugh and to give you an idea if you want to draw your very own dog, okay? So I can't wait to see who is going to complete my challenge on this Friday, who is going to earn themselves a super reward at the weekend. I'm sure there are lots of children that already am raring to go today. So enjoy your activities, work really hard, and remember, my wow work and my wow board just keeps getting bigger. So keep working and keep sending in your emails. I do appreciate them and they make me smile every day. So keep it up, work hard, and have a lovely weekend.